Good morning, guys, and welcome to iPad Smart, the Editor's Picks edition. We're going to do things a little bit different today by just showing you how I actually go about to make these Editor's Picks simply using our filters. So let's start here on basketball, and when you look at basketball, all the sports are identically the same. You see there's 52 games today. If you click on these 52 games, you'll see I have a couple of filters here already. So the first one is the basketball daily play filter. Overall win-draw loss percentage at 57%, and the relative strength index end figure at 5, the relative strength index net figure at 5, the head-to-head minus the relative strength index end figure at 5, positive for that team, as well as the net at 5, and then the actual major impact category or MIC points, the 15 indicators, the 15 major indicators, I'm going to put at 9.5. In other words, the net figure is a 5.5 because there's 15 in total. And I'm going to put the 3-month RSI, relative strength index, at 5. And then I can also change the win-draw loss percentage to also tell me, okay, make that a, say, also 57%, the same as what we have for the overall. So the overall win-draw loss is different to the RSI win-draw loss percentage, the overall being for the head-to-head included, and the RSI win-draw loss is only for RSI. I'll show you what I mean just now. Yeah, that's the 15 indicators we are talking about, and let's go through those 15 indicators. In other words, what I've said is I need the RSI and the head-to-head to be above 5, the end RSI figure and the head-to-head end above 5, that's 40, so that's plenty. I need the net figure to be above 5 as well. This net figure, they've improved by 8, 24.9 to 32.8. And the head-to-head, they've also improved by 11, 29 to 40. So both of those are above 5. So the head-to-head RSI net is 9.54, which is the 11, plus the 8.07 is 19.07 divided by 2, gives you that 19.54. And the head-to-head RSI end is also above 5 because it's 40 plus 32.98. That's 72.98 divided by 2 is 36.49. So that is what the filters are showing me now. Also showing me I need to go above 9.5 on the MIC. In this case, it's 15 on the MIC. And I need to go above 57% on the overall. This one's a 76% on the overall. And I need to go above 57% on the 3-month RSI. And this one is at 66.67%. So all of this looking good for Buduknost women to beat Partizan, and that is then when I make that a editor's pick. Easy as that. Let's look at the next one. This looks pretty decent. The head-to-head isn't positive. The head-to-head home team being positive. The green bar is staying above the red bar on the momentum side here, and history looking good. Percentage at 66%. So that is another editor's pick. In Finland, KTP Kotka versus Kurihait. Don't even want to pronounce that. Uusikaupunki. Damn. Okay, so then we go to Sweden, and we look at Sweden here, and we can see there's a lot of green here. 60.47%. Everything also looking percentages. Everything above 5. Editor's pick. That would be Hogsbo to beat Wetterbeigden Sparks. And then we go to the next one. And here we have Israel Super League at 9 o'clock tonight. Hapoel Jerusalem versus Nes Ziona. And this one does look on the 3-month, 83%. That's very nice. Overall, 63.2% for Hapoel Jerusalem to win this one. They've beaten them 6 out of 6. Editor's pick, and that is exactly how, and that's basketball done for you. And then we move on to baseball. There's only 9 games on a Monday. I'll look at the filters here. Sorry, before I do that, I just forgot I've got some other filters as well. So let's just go back to basketball and check what other filters I had, because I'm sure I had some more filters. Yeah, I got the 3-month RSI at 10 and 55% is another one. So let's do that, 55% and the 3-month RSI at 10. Okay, so there's one more, and that's this one here, Denmark, and that is also looking pretty decent. This percentage is not looking the greatest here, 47 only. So no, I'm not going to do that because the percentages are not good enough for that. It's a bit close, 83, 82. Looks a little bit closer on 83, 82. Then the other filter that we have here, you can make your own filters. You simply create them here and apply them. The other one is a basketball RSI of 5 with the 3 months at 55%, overall win or loss at 55, and all of those is at 5, not 4.9. Let's just change that and change that. Going down here, all of 5, and the RSI was also at 55%. Okay, so let's apply that and see if we've got anything new. Yeah, we got one more. Al Muharrak against Al Ghifa. All of these looks good, 75%, 19 ahead. Won 5 out of 6 on lately on the 12 month, and if I look at that, won 2 out of 2, and they won 1 out of 2. So all of this looks good. It's a pick for Al Muharrak to beat Al Ghifa in Bahrain. Okay, and let's move on to baseball. There's only 9 games for today. Let's look if there's anything on the filters application. Nothing. And then the other filter is the daily play filter, 57%, 0.6 on the head-to-head, 2.5 on the RSI, and 9.5 and 4.5. There we go. And nothing there either. So nothing in baseball for us for today. Let's move on to hockey. And in hockey, we go to the first one here, apply. Hockey must be at 1.7 ahead on RSI and head-to-head and net. And the 3 months also at 1.7. And we only have one at 53%, which is from Finland at 6:30 tonight. Looks pretty decent, pretty red. All the percentages looks pretty good. And Luko to beat Jakarut for 53%. Then we move on to see if there's any more. Daily play, apply 57% with the 1.3 and the 10 on the net. And there we go. And there's one that's only 11%. So throw them in a multiple. It's not really a good. It's not really a good return. So maybe not worth it for that kind of return. But yeah, that is the Stavanger, Norway, to beat Narvik. So yeah, it's 11% only, guys. But on a Monday, beggars can't be choosers. There's no rugby. Let's move to football. There's only 130 football matches today. Unfortunately, not a whole lot. Let's look at the filters. The first one, football 3-month RSI equals 2 goals. And let's look at only the fixtures with odds. Only fixtures with odds. You can put the range at whatever you want if you want to add that range as well. So yeah, I'm looking at 3-month RSI at 2 goals. So in the last 3 months, on average, must be 2 goals ahead of the other one. So yeah, we have 3.3, but the ratings is only giving it a 1-all. So I'm not going to take a chance here, and the reason for that is history. There's been 2 for the away team and 1 draw, but most recently the home team is definitely a lot stronger. So clearly we can see that Shiroka has been improving, but the historical data head-to-head is not supportive of that, so I cannot make that a editor pick because of that history. And then that's a postponement, so no need there. And then we move to Chelsea and Aston Villa. Hey, Chelsea made the filters. You can see the little bit of a drop on the last month. If you take the extension after the Wolves game with the West Ham game, then that extension does pop up into a good improvement for Aston Villa. Take that off. You can see Chelsea is very good. West Ham 3-0 on its last game, where Aston Villa only lost to them 2-1 actually, so that's why that's a huge difference. And that game, Wolves Chelsea lost to Wolves 2-1 on the 15th of December, and on the 12th of December, Aston Villa beat Wolves 1-0. So that's why that dropped down to a 1. If you look at the 2 months, there's more games, 3 games by the home team Chelsea. They've won 2 and they lost to the Wolves. And Aston Villa's 3 games and they've won 1, drawn 1 and lost 1. Average on the 2 months is a 1.67 positive for Chelsea. Percentages is a 50% chance for Chelsea. So moving that to the 3 months is even better, 2.2. So I think Chelsea should beat Aston Villa tonight. Then we move over to Turkey, and again we have one of these interesting ones where the 3-month RSI is very much supportive of the away team Sivasspor at 4.33. The MIC is 8.5 to 6.5, and you can see the head-to-head net has gone better because Sivasspor has beaten Besiktas 2 out of the 3 times, and from the start 2 years ago with a 0.64 on the momentum, linear graph momentum, the end figure at minus 1.55. So how do I see that? I simply take all the RSI values off, the home and away RSIs go off, and now that I can see, then I go to the 24 months, sorry, let's just do that again, take all of those off, and here we can see the head-to-head games, 3 of them, the 22nd of the 4th was a home win, 2-1. So in other words, Besiktas winning. 24th of the 5th away, Sivasspor won 3-0. And the 19th of January this year, Sivasspor won again 2-1. So clearly the momentum has gone from minus 0.64, which is this one, and down to minus 1.51, which is this one, and that is an improvement for the away team of 0.87. Now if we just take those off and we just look at these RSI figures, okay, you see that RSI figure is based on all of those. Let's just look at the home one. That's a 1.04 for home and a 0.03 for away. So the start was a 1.05 start for home in green, and it closed the gap. Clearly you can see that is being closed to most recently now 0.56 to 0.23, which is only a 0.34. In other words, the away team has improved in the 2 years by 0.71 goals. And a lot of that is, it's linear regression. A lot of that is happening in the last couple of months. As we can see here, the red improvement has gone past the green team in the most recent 1.50 for red versus 1.28, so a 0.22 goal advantage on the 4 month for the away team. Interesting, which means at 4.33, um, Sivasspor must have a little bit of a shout. Can't make it an editor's pick though, because yes, the filter picked it up on the 3-month being more than 2, but that's only on the 3 months. You can see all of these are green as home, so I'm not going to make it an editor's pick, but certainly an interesting one for Sivasspor at 4.33. Let's see if I have any other filters. The nice thing about these filters, guys, is you can apply these filters and then you can cross-test them against the history. So if I look at that filter versus the last 3 days, I can see, hey, this filter is giving me a 100% record on the last 3 days. Manisa popped up 2-1 and Adana won 1-0. So any of these filters you can fireproof or foolproof or whatever you want to call it. Let's just do that one based on the last 3 days as well, and you can see how lovely this filter is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 6, and then it goes a little bit worse at the bottom here. The game is still coming. That was a loss, a 0-0, which clearly is not supposed to be on a 5 green wave, and that was another 0-0. So it's not foolproof, but certainly helps you to go and look back at the last 3 days and just test your filters to see how they go. Let's just use another one here for my historical and see. Yeah, that one only picked up 1 and it was the same Manisa. So it does show us that it did work for that 1 occurrence in the last 3 days. And that one, yeah, that one works 3 out of 3 times. Manisa again, Houghton, and also Joe Al Samia winning 9-1. That is quite a thrashing. Okay, no Aussie rules today, no rugby league today, field hockey, netball, water polo, volleyball, and we have a little bit, 12 matches of volleyball. Let's have a look at our filter daily play. I've only got 1 on volleyball here. And apply and look at those, and there's absolutely nothing, unfortunately, guys. So no volleyball for us today. There's very few games today. So yeah, you can see a lot of them finished. There's a game coming up now, Karma against Locomotive. You can see it's green to yellow, so that moves over. This one, Novi Orangoi, only 20% return, but does look pretty decent for an away win. Not at those kind of odds. There's a Al Arabian against Al Akra that's picked up by the greeny filter. You can see the greeny on the side, and this one looks pretty good. 4 out of 4. Didn't pick up any odds, but does look pretty decent on that one. This one does look pretty decent for an away win as well. Don't like that bit of a drift here on that last game. Lost by 2, where the home team only lost by 1 and lost by 1, so they had a bit of a bubble there. So I'm not going to be picking them up, with the most recent being a little bit of a bubble. That's very close, 8.5 to 6.5, 8.5 to 6.5 again. So this one, Slovenia women, that also looks pretty decent on the away form. 1.02 to 2.68, 75, 80, 80. So that one also looks decent enough. Okay, and then let's move on. Table tennis. Table tennis, we do have a lot of table tennis matches every day, around 600-700 of them to be honest. And here we have start of the day filter, apply 60%, with the MIC points 11 and the net points is 4. The 1 month RSI at 1.6. Let's see what we get. Yes, there we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those matches. The first one's already been won. There's another one, Kovalenko versus Krokmal. And I don't quite like these on top of each other. does look better on the 2 months. You can see there's a bit of a gap here, but on the 1 month, I have to admit I don't like it, so I'm not picking it as an editor's pick. Even though he should be winning, it doesn't justify being an editor's pick. Daily play, apply 57% with a 0.6 head-to-head advantage. That's in sets because it's table tennis. The RSI end at 0.1, the net at 0.6, the head-to-head RSI changed the same. Midpoints 10.5, 4.5, and the 3 month being above 1.5 sets. Let's see what that brings. Oh, we've had one loser already on that, which was a big 3.75 return. If you look at that, it doesn't look like Coleman was supposed to lose, but let's see if we can spot why he did. Percentages, yeah, the head-to-head is pretty close, 5 to 4 with an average of 2.1 to 1.78. So even though the most recent head-to-head does look very strong, he's won 3-0 on the 16th of December. He's now lost today 3-1. So looking back at this, yeah, you can see the momentum of the head-to-head is blue is going up, up, up. So home was supposed to win this game and didn't. They are not machines or robots, so I guess that can happen. The other one got picked up here. That was a Sea of Red at 3-0. Petakov beat Zadare. So that was a decent one. And then there's another one for tonight. Ooh, look at that. Men's Setka Cup Ukraine. Overall, we've got 63% on 663 games in Setka Cup today. And interesting. That's, I would say, 83% for home here is pretty decent. It's gone up from 1.2 to 1.3 to 1.78, and the percentages has gone up from 58% to 60, back to 57, up to 61.5. So history, I've only done the 2 games, so they won all 2.5, 2.5, but it does suggest that home won the last one 3-2, the first one away won 3-2. The gap is getting bigger, so 83% is actually for 57% chance, 83% return, and most recently 62% chance. Maybe can take a chance on Kudola as an editor's pick at 83%. Then we got Makluka Women TT Cup, and this one you can see that the home player in the last 2 months wasn't very active, only got those 3 games and lost all 3 of them. Maybe that's an injury of some kind. The away team has won 8 out of 19, so also not the greatest record, but way better than a 0 out of 3 with an average of 1.47 to 2.67 sets. And we have a 65% chance on the 3 month with a 1.43 set average as 1.36 to 2.79, winning half of the games, 21 out of 42 against the home team, won only 5 out of 33. So certainly Maluka is the more probable winner in this contest. Hey guys, that is it from me. Just wanted to show you how. That's a TT MiG 15 RSI 1 month 1.1 at 55%. I call it the TT 55%. 1 month RSI at 1.1 with the MiG net at 15 or MiG points at 15. Apply. Let's see what that comes up with. Yeah, 2 out of 2 so far today. And oh no, sorry, not 2 out of 2. Butkov, actually, this one didn't make it. Another one that should not have lost. Well, 0.51, 0.51, 1.5. You can see the 1 month is over the 1.1 as per the filter, but the 2 month is not. So it didn't even make it as a editor's pick because it's only 0.6 ahead. This one, let's see what this one brought. Yeah, 1.2 gone up to 2.4, 1.2, 1.1. So that is a pretty decent away win. And this one, it's the same two guys again playing. They played 9:30 and now they're playing at 1 o'clock. So yeah, I think Petukov should win that one. And then we have a 36% return for Kovalenko, and that's the one I'm not picking because the 1 month is completely on top of each other here. Okay, guys, hope that helped how to set your filters. And obviously, now that you've set them, you can go and look at the editor's picks. And those would be all those games that we've just selected that everyone and anyone can now use for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 2, 3, 23 editors picks left still for today. There's finished. 3 out of 4. That one missed. Damn. Zero. But still 3 out of 4 is not too bad. And that's me today. Have a great day. Till tomorrow.